Every so often in this business you get gifts, and I've been gifted 2 TVs. Let's see if we can do anything with them. Don't get too excited. It's a Wednesday night. Yeah, it's Wednesday today. It's quite late. I've had a busy day. What time is it? It is 9 o'clock. Oh, it's not as late as I thought. But anyway, I'm packing up for the day because I've been here since about 1 this afternoon doing stuff. Somebody dropped off this TV here, just gave it to me, knocked on my door and said, oh, this TV. And I said, oh, give us your name and address and I'll get in contact when I know what the problem is. And they said, no, well, you can have it. I can't remember what they said the fault was. But something in my mind that made me think software. But so before I go home tonight, I just thought we'd diagnose this one together. For those that, not very often we get these. So it is a smart TV. It's a Blaupunkt, blue spot, or blue dot, isn't it? Yeah, blue dot, smart TV. It could be quite a modern one. I have no idea. Okay. Is there a toggle switch under that? Let me go looking for things. The remote control doesn't seem to want to bring it on, but that could be a remote control fault at this stage. Toggle switch just there, look. Stuck in standby. Anyway, let's just spend the next 10 minutes taking all these screws out and having a look at the main board. I'm not too sure if this has got a NAND chip that holds the firmware or if this has got one of those SOP8 chips. If it's a SOP8, it'll be easily fixed and I'll be able to download the software. But if it's the NAND chip, that's where it gets a bit more expensive. Of course, there's enough screws for this. Once again, I feel the need to apologise because there's going to be an echo in my commentary. When I record these things, I keep leaving these 2 faders up here. Can you send me a note and tell me to take them down when I'm recording like that? And then it doesn't feed back and cause an echo. I'm such an idiot, but I'm getting old. It's got an LG screen. You can tell because the screen is there. NAND chip is there. Okay, I've done some inquiries on this. I can get a NAND chip. There are some people doing them on eBay pre-programmed, but I really don't trust those. They're about £16, and the NAND chips are just the cheap ones they get from China. I can get a pre-programmed NAND chip from UMC, who make the TV, but it's £30, and I can get a replacement board from UMC, brand new, for £29, which has got a brand new NAND chip on it. Sometimes you have to scratch your head. So I've ordered a new board, so we'll wait for a new board to come for that, so not a very exciting repair. If you have got this problem, you can buy the NAND chip from the people on eBay, but unless you've done kind of the micro soldering and you're comfortable taking those NAND chips out, because they can be tough, It's okay when you're used to doing soldering and you've got a hot air station, etc., etc. But if you're not, it's always best to get somebody to do it for you. And again, there is a service on eBay that will solder one in, supply one and solder one in for you. You send them the board, and I think it's 35 quid, something like that. Whether it's worth spending 35 quid on a TV like this, possibly is, because I would imagine this TV was £160 new a couple of years ago, so it keeps it going. It is a general fault with these. The NAND chips are running far too hot, and they're causing issues. Some of the newer boards that they've made for these, I noticed, have got a heatsink on the NAND chip. So obviously that's one way to resolve the problem, and I'm guessing the board that I get will have a heatsink on it. I'm going to do it. I ummed and ahed about the £30 for this particular TV, because again, this is a TV that was just dumped for me, but I could sell this for £30, so I'm not going to lose. I'll probably sell it for £40 and make myself a cup of coffee. Again, it's just to stop it going into landfill. So not a terribly exciting one. Let's find another. What's next? Oh. Again, another one that's been donated, and I've just noticed that this has got a... You can't see there, but this has got... Let me just get rid of that camera. And you still can't see. It's got a satellite input. Oh. I do have a standby light, so I'm just fiddling with it down there. And it comes on. Okay, I was told it goes off. Maybe it's a backlight issue. Maybe I should plug in a bit of snooker and leave it in the background for a bit. Oh, it's a smart TV. Let me plug. Let's find out what is smart on this one. Let's have a look at the model number. So this model number, in my opinion, I know these are quite old now. We're going back 8 or 9 years. But I think these were the last of the good Samsungs before silly faults started turning up. This is an F. There were no Gs, so we went to H for the next series. The H's were the ones that started having blue backlights after a couple of years, which was just a ridiculous failure. Then they went to the J's and the JU's, which had the same problem and bad backlight connections. Then we went to the K's, the M's and the N's, which all had the prism sheets. Then we went to the TU's, which of course had failing screens, and so did the AU's. And was there? I'm not too sure if there was a BU. I know we're on DU now because I bought one the other day. But anyway, yes, this seemed to be the last of the models that were easily repairable and seemed to last a good 5 years before they needed any servicing. I don't know if there's a fault with this one, so all I can do... It'd be interesting to see what apps are left on this, so... Well, the batteries are flat in their remote control, so I'm just going to grab one of my own, so that could have been a fault, but I'm sure she said it switched off. Or she couldn't get a picture after she turned it on. I think they've accidentally switched it to HDMI 1 and it's not come up with its Freeview picture. I mean, there are no backlights out because this is the set where you can lose either the top or bottom section of backlights. At the moment, they're both working fine. Let me just go to network status. I suppose I should have gone to settings. What? Okay. Seems a nice enough picture to me. Shame it's not on its stand. I could replace it with the one that's got a line down it, but there you go. Does that say it's connected? Yes, okay. Let's go to the smart hub. We'll start with iPlayer. That seems to be working just fine. Does it still support Prime? Probably not, because that's just called it Amazon Video. That seems to work okay. Yes. More than likely Netflix has gone from this. That's what it looks like. Couldn't connect to Netflix rather than don't have an account. So Netflix has gone on this. You're seeing a very flickery picture. I'm not seeing that here. Maybe if I switch some lights on. Maybe not. Okay, well, still a perfectly fine TV as far as TVs go, so blimey. Nothing much to report today. Sorry about that. I'll try and do better tomorrow.